Hello, welcome to our chicken coop. These are my birds and they are just loving the snow. I just wanted to talk about something that is very controversial in the chicken world, and that is heating the coop. In the wintertime it gets cold, but I want to show you these birds. They have been out in the snow all day and they are so happy. They fluff out their feathers and they run around and they're warm enough. They're fine. Chickens don't need a heater. And I've heard some really scary stories about chickens having a heater in their coop. If you introduce a heat lamp or some sort of heat source in their coop, feathers are very flammable, and so is chicken bedding. And as soon as a chicken just, jumps around, flaps her wings a little bit, it stirs up all of this flammable material and it can easily catch fire and burn not only your coop but also your chickens. And that's just, it's so dangerous. It's not necessary and it's not safe. So please don't heat your coop. Instead, what you need to do is you need to make sure that your coop is a place where they can go to get out of the wind. So like I said, my chickens have been out in the snow. It's freezing today, and they're fine during the day, but at night they do need to get away from the wind. They need to have a nice secure coop that doesn't have too much draft in it. But that doesn't mean that it should be closed up all the way. It's important to still have ventilation in your chicken coop. Why? Because if there's no ventilation, moisture will build up and their combs will freeze and their toes will freeze. So it's really important that there's still a draft in their coop. You want to make sure that the draft doesn't go by their roosting area. So in our chicken coop, we have this window that we keep open, even in the winter time. So air can flow through their door, it can flow through the window. But we don't open this window because this window here is right by their roosting bar. And we don't want them to have a draft while they're sleeping going across the roosting bar. The other thing we have for our coop is we've drilled some holes. Let's see if you can see them right here. So we've got some holes across the top, and then also the eaves here, right along the ridges of the roof. That's kind of open, because the roof is ridged, it does have some openings there, and there's the ability for air to kind of flow through the coop that way. So anyway, it's important that you don't have a water source inside the coop because that also creates moisture, and so you want to keep your water outside of the coop as well. So those things will help prevent your chickens from getting injured in the cold from frostbite. And again, frostbite is not a problem of temperature, it's a problem of moisture. So it's okay if they're cold. They just need to be protected from the wind and protected from a really wet, cold environment. So these are the ways you can take care of your chickens in the wintertime. One last thing I wanted to talk about was the heated waterer. So we have a waterer that plugs in. This one is fantastic. We just got it a few weeks ago, and it took the chickens a while to learn how to use it. But once they figured it out, the water's clean, it's fresh. We only have to fill it once or twice a week, and it's nice and warm whenever they need a drink. So those are a couple of things about chicken care in the wintertime. Thanks for coming to my coop today. Bye.